gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of The Ugly Truth Revealed. I was just having an interesting dialect with um, a YouTube YouTube sensation, Miss Callie Scott out of California. She's a comedian. Go check out her videos. She is a very funny comedian. Um, but I was having a interesting conversation when it comes down to relationships as far as people's expectation and how people see it and whether or not females are qualified to give out relationship advice. And to be honest with you, yes, relation anybody can give out relationship advice. There's no rules, there's nothing that says that people can't give out, you know, anybody can't give out relationship advice. But people need to remember that relationships are not a one size fits all. It's not a hat. It doesn't always go the same way every single time. Actually, you know, actually can vary based on the person that you are talking about. So you can't sit there and say, okay, you know, this is how this relationship is going to go and this is how this is going to be. Um, One of the things I wanted to sit there and address was I, I had someone ask me the other day about um, starting out as friends first. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies especially, let's let's define that. First of all, no one can. There's no such thing as you know. You you can't sit there and say for one brief instance, oh, okay, yeah, hey, we're friends and everything, and then you see him out with somebody else, and then all of a sudden you flip out because you feel like, okay, he was exclusively yours. You are friends. So, therefore, as a friend, you cannot sit there and flip out on things like that. You can't sit there and say, hey, you can't sit there and say that, you know, oh, okay, well, this is my friend and stuff like that. And hold on. Um, you can't sit there and say that, you know, this is my friend in one breath and we're starting out as friends. And then, I mean, because friend to a man is different from as friend to a woman. You know, I understand that a lot of women feel like, hey, I, want him to be my friend and I want him to get to know me as a person. But you have to understand that most men, when they approach a woman, they want that they want that woman. So it's either one of two things that's going to happen. A, he's either going to be in a serious relationship with you. He's either going to try to have sex with you, or you're not his type and he moves on. y'all have had a great. Exactly, exactly, Callie. That everybody wants to make the word friendship a one size fits all, and there's different levels. Like you said, there's different levels. There's different categories. I mean, first of all, hold on. Um, there's different levels and different categories. I mean, like I say, we this is a subject that can go on forever. I would definitely love someone that would love to come on and debate this issue, or even come on and talk about this issue. I keep inviting people on, but nobody actually has the courage to even come online and actually want to be on a live video. So, again, it is what it is. But like I said, you can't keep saying that you know you want friends, but when you see this man with another woman, or you see this woman with another man, you get jealous and you want to flip out. You can't do that. It's not right, because you have not made your intentions crystal clear. In fact, you were vague about your intentions. You basically, in a nutshell, decided that, hey, you know, I'm not going to I'm not going to be clear about my intentions. I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna say the safe way, and that is what, starting when you say the phrase, "Let's start out as friends first." You know, that when you say the phrase, "Let's start out as friends first," if you examine that phrase is actually a safe phrase. It's considered a phrase. You can't get mad at someone you friend zone. And that is true. Kelly, I need you to come online with me. I need you to come online so we can actually sit down and have a real dialect. Because, you definitely make some valid points. But, and people do that. People get mad, they get into their feelings, they be like, oh, I don't wanna rush into a relationship because I've been hurt. Okay, then why are you out here trying to date? If you feel like you're not ready to be in a relationship, stop trying to date. Stop putting yourself out there. Take yourself off of social media, or at least take yourself out of the dating scene, and stop getting in the singles groups saying that you're ready to find a relationship, because guess what? There are people that are going to approach you. There are people that are going to sit there and say, "Hey, I want a relationship with you. I want to see where things can go." And then guess what? You sit there and you play with their feelings and you friend zone them. And then when they sit there and say, okay, well, you know what? I didn't want to be nobody's friend. I want to be somebody's significant other. And then they sit there and they go find somebody else that wants to be, that wants the same thing that they want. And then that person shows them more interest in what you're showing them. And then you get mad because of something that you've done yourself. Nobody did it but you. You friend zoned that person. And for a lot of people, the friend zone is not a good place that they want to be. Many people have been in that place a lot of times, and the friend zone There's only, for a lot of people, I've talked to people many, many times, and they will say all the time the friend zone is a place where the friend zone is a place where, hey, let's be bluntly honest. The friend zone is there's only two ways out of the friend zone. Either you take yourself out of the friend zone, or you pretty much dissolve the friendship altogether. There's no escape, there's no parole, there's no advancement. I mean, let's be real about it. The only reason people tend to use let's start out as friends first is because they're not sure that they're ready to be in a relationship. But if that's the case, then why put yourself out there as being available? Hey, what's up? Just sitting up here doing an episode of my webcast. Uh-huh. Well, look, give me a minute. And let me finish this up, and I'm gonna call you when I'm done. All right. Well, as I was saying, okay, Callie wrote, "There's nothing wrong with taking your time while you're dating somebody, but people have to be upfront with themselves and each other about how they feel and what they want. It's lack of proper communication that sends mixed signal and thus causes issues." Kelly, you're absolutely right. Those that type of situation right there, yes, that will cause a major, major problem. And you know, people don't, you know, people will always sit up there and assume the worst, and that's not right. You shouldn't play with people's emotions and feelings and everything. But again, a lot of people, a lot of people do that. So, um, that's one of the things that I wanted to talk about. Was relationships. Let's see what else. What other topics? Oh, um, it's been an interesting week as far as the news is concerned. Um, First of all, for my New Orleans viewers and my New Orleans family, I want to take the time out um, to give my condolences to the Parker family. Um, New Orleans recently, we just lost a pillar in our community. WVUE anchor Nancy Parker. She died in a plane crash. I had the opportunity to meet Miss Parker several times over the years. She had been a fixture on the news for almost 23 years. So you trust me, being from New Orleans, you're gonna run into her at least one time or another. And she was a hell of a reporter. She cared about the community. She was vested in the community, and made this community. She made this community great. I mean, she reported it like it was. I mean, she didn't pull any punches. She didn't play any favoritisms, and she was just a great lady, and she is definitely going to be missed. I mean, we have many reporters here in New Orleans that are truly fixtures of our city. You know, Sally Ann Roberts, um, just to name a few. But we, um, like I said, she is definitely going to be missed. Um, I also wanted to take a moment. I've been looking at Facebook and stuff like that. I wanted to address the whole Jay Z issue. A lot of people are calling Jay Z a sellout. Look, let's let's call a spade a spade. First of all, you know, a lot of people are calling Jay Z a sellout because of the whole Colin Kaepernick issue. Ladies and gentlemen, I understand Colin did what he did because he wanted to bring light to social justice and everything like that. You know, and Colin made a Colin made a conscious decision to do what he did and how he did it. You know, he chose his path. Jay Z is a businessman. You know, and at the end of the day, he has his family to take care of. He has his people to take care of and everything. So you can call him a sellout all you want, but business is business. If it wasn't Jay Z, it was gonna be somebody else, and you would have been calling that person a sellout. Or you know, I think of Jay Z as a shrewd businessman. I mean, he took what he got and he ran with it. He took an opportunity and he took the ball and he ran with it. So you know, for all of you that are calling him a sellout, instead of calling him a sellout, why not try to be like him? Why not try to take your life, take your career, take your business to the next level? Why not sit up there and try to make the world a better place? Because I'm gonna tell you like this: you can't. Jay Z is doing Jay Z is doing something that very few people get to do. He's infiltrating the system. He's getting in from the in. He's going at them from the inside because with that deal, he can influence a lot of things and a lot of change and a lot of. He can reach broader audiences, get things done on levels that otherwise would not get done. He's getting in with the status quo. And guess what? When it comes from one of their own, the status quo, guess what? Things change. So I applaud Jay Z for being a shrewd businessman. I mean, hell, if I had the opportunity to even invest in anything that he's doing, trust me, I would invest my last dollar into it because he's a smart businessman. He's doing what he has to do. You know, so before you call him a sellout, before you sit up there and say, "Oh, he's selling out" and everything like that, selling out who? What's he selling out? What is he doing? You know, instead of being mad at him for making money, why don't you go make money? So, to all you people that want to sit up here and say that he's a sellout, hey, get out of your feelings. Find your millions. Find your billions. So, but other than that, you know, you got um, you had the recent events in Mississippi where the workers were taken out and everything. I don't agree with that. While yes, okay, they violated the law, the immigration laws and everything. These people have been working in there 10, 15 years. If these people been working 10, 15 years, and they've been in this country 10, 15 years paying taxes and working and contributing to their community and doing jobs that otherwise nobody else would do, let them work. Give them the path to citizenship and call it a day. Go after the ones that ain't doing nothing, ain't contributing nothing to this country. Because guess what? This country ain't nothing but a bunch of immigrants. Is the only people that should say that this is their country is the Native Americans, and they're on the bottom of the totem pole. They not getting they not they not getting any they not getting anything. They don't have any say about this country. You know, ladies and gentlemen, what it all boils down to is this. You have a man in the White House right now that is pretty much trying to divide this country, trying to keep drama up, trying to keep things going. And guess what? He's doing a good job of it. Because as long as people don't, I mean, come on now. We having mass shootings. I mean, we having mass shootings. New Zealand had a mass shooting, and they passed assault rifle laws in a week. One mass shooting, and they passed. They were like, "No, we ain't about to play this game." We've had more mass shootings in the last couple of years under this current administration than any other administration. And guess what? We're getting numb to it. It's like, okay, you know what? It's another mass shooting. We just gonna get over it and keep moving. We can't be like that. We can't accept that. We can't be like that. We can't accept that. And if you agree with me, pick up the phone, call your congressman, call your senator. They're there. They have phone numbers. Go on your phone book. Go on the internet. Use the internet for something other than looking at Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Go online. Find your senators. Find your representatives' phone numbers. Blow up their phone. Call them. Ask them, what are you going to do to protect our communities? What are you going to do to show us that you actually care about us? How many more Americans have to die? How many more people have to die before they sit up there and say, okay, you know what? This is a problem. This is an epidemic, and we need to get this solved. Again, New Zealand New Zealand solved the problem in a week. They passed laws in a week. It's been 3 years. It's been three and a half, almost 3.5 years. How long? How much longer do we have to go? How much more blood do we have to spill before you say, okay, you know what? This is a problem, and we need to solve this. You know, exactly. But that 99% need to get off their ass and start doing something. We can't we can't play the victims for the rest of our lives. But again, I just wanted to put out a little short video and everything. Um, touch a few topics. I'll probably put out another video soon. So Like I say, if y'all have any questions, any feedback, or any comments, please just go ahead and um, leave them in the comments. If you got a subject that you want me to address, please address those comments. Um, as many of you know, I do IT work as well. I am running my IT special. It includes remote access, so it doesn't matter what part of the country you're in. I can clean your computer and do all of the updates remotely. So, that special is still running all the way through September. So, if you need in need of computer cleanup, your computer's running slow or it's running kind of crazy, you know, feel free to feel free to feel free to hit me up. Other than that, I am going to call it a night as far as videos is concerned. I'm waiting on a new background, so you won't see all of the stuff in the background anymore. You'll actually see an actual background wall. So again, other than that, um, I want to thank you for watching, and hey, this is the ugly truth revealed, and again, hope you get something out of it. You know, I'm always looking for people to come on the show and talk about anything or everything. Hey, you're always welcome to come on live. Hey, Natasha. So anytime anybody wants to come on, you're more than welcome to come on. We can have a good conversation, and we can talk about any topic you want. I mean, relationships. Like I said in the beginning of the video, stop playing the friend. Stop playing the friend card. If you are not ready to be in a relationship and you feel like you're not relationship ready right now, stop putting yourself out there. Get out of the singles groups that you're in, because all it's going to do is cause you to get that attention from those guys that are seriously wanting a relationship. Ladies, if a guy is approaching you, trust me, he wants to be in a relationship. He's not approaching you because he wants to be your friend. So stop assuming that every guy that approaches you wants to be your friend. That's not the case. That's not true. That's the delusion that you've created. You know, men want relationships. Men don't want, you know, men don't men you know men want relationships, and let's just be honest. Relationships can happen. I mean, I hear comments, I see comments on Facebook all the time. Why not be friends? Here's the thing: you can be friends, but if I approach you, Tasha, you got a minute to come online? If you do, I would love to have you come online so we can have a conversation about it. Used to have used to used to have a way to invite people. Eh. But anyway, um, everybody you meet is not meant to be in your life. That is true. Now that is true. Everybody you meet is not meant to be in your life. But if they make their intentions clear and they say, hey, I would really like to get to know you as a woman, then, if you feel like if you're not feeling that person, then don't 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 waste that time. I mean that's don't give a person giving a person false hope is one of the worst crimes that you can do because it creates animosity. I mean, will a lot of people will come to deep, underlie and resent you because they feel like you wasted their time. I mean, they wanted a serious relationship and you dangled the possibility of a relationship. You dangled the possibility of a relationship in front of their face. And now they feel like, oh, okay, wow, I can't believe, she played or he played with me and stuff like that. And you're right. That was not your intention, but that's the way they're going to see it. So, like I said, anybody want to come on and they want to debate or discuss a relationship topic, or you got a topic that you want to talk about, I'm always welcoming anybody to come on. But so far, I've had no takers because everybody seems to be scared, camera shy, or they just don't want to be on live, or they don't want to be on live for a serious topic. So, again, hope everybody has a. Hold on. If I don't spend a little time with the person, how would I know? Okay, but Sabrina, here's the thing. Spending a little time with the person on which level? If you're spending, first of all, okay, you know what? The gloves are off. Let's just be bluntly honest, ladies. Let's be bluntly honest. First of all, you do not. How many ladies on this broadcast right now? How many of you do you fuck your friends? You don't fuck your friends. Let's just be honest about it. Let's just be blunt. You do not fuck your friends. So therefore, why are you? Why are you? Let me see. You can be straight up. Some men just don't get it. Some men can't accept rejection. Well, because some men have that. Tasha, the reason why some men can't accept rejection is because they feel like you you put out. It's the vibe that you put out. You know, you know, Tasha, Tasha, you, Tasha, you are very blunt. You are very blunt, but you also have a sweet personality and a sweet disposition. So a lot of men, when you say that you're not interested, a lot of men don't take you seriously because they think that you're just playing hard to get, and they feel like, okay, she wants me to prove to her that I'm really serious and everything. It becomes real complicated. So, so, so yeah, yeah. It. I'm extremely sweet. My personalities are. There are people that you can sleep with, and they know it. You know that's what it is, depending on who you're dealing with. Sabrina, I'm not gonna go there with you. I'm not gonna go there with you because you are right. There are people that you can sleep with, and there's a clear understanding. There's a clear understanding of what it is. Hold on a second. I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna see if a friend of mine. Hey, I had to look. I had to call you back because I started my video cast of my little show, The Ugly Truth, on Facebook and on YouTube. And huh? Okay. Oh well, it's still a work in progress. But you're right. It's not little. But um, and a lot of my viewers are. I picked up off of your topic and I actually took it a step further. So now I have them talking about it and everything. Like one friend's like, oh well, some people do sleep with their friends and some people don't sleep with their friends and stuff like that. And like I told him, I said, that's where dating gets confused about. I definitely love talking to you. By the way, you have a very unique mind when it comes down to your viewpoints, your just I look. I swear up and down, I was like, because when I and she started blushing, and you blush a lot too. I realized that you whenever you getting a lot of compliments, you turn beet red. If it's yeah, if it's like a barrage of compliments, you go into shy mode. Like, okay, too many compliments. No, but you know what? You deserve them and more. But look, look. Don't feel too bad. You got work to do. I'm sitting up there. I got work. I got a ton of work to do and everything. Um, yeah, but but I wanted to. You had me laughing the other day. At one of your videos. The video with you and Tyree when he tried to move out, pack his stuff and move out. But but to see you in the boxing glove in the kickboxing gloves, and you sitting up there telling them you could box or you could leave in a box. I was like, okay. I was like, her acting skills right there. Your acting skills just came out because you have a naturally soft personality. I mean, I can see that you're a very sweet person, but when I saw that, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm like, yeah, her acting skills right there just came through. She need to be on somebody's movie. Well, I did look. I did send one of your. I shared one of your videos with Tyler Perry a couple of weeks ago and everything. We've been family friends for years. His family and my family, yeah. But because I told him, I said, I was talking to him and a few other people I know, and I told him, I said, man, check this video out. I said, it's funny. It was the video that you I
That was
told
terrible.
I told him I said I said what I said isn't this one funny? He was like, you know what? He said that is funny. That's comedy. He said you'd be surprised you see a lot of on please keep clowning Clayton. I love when you clown Clayton about having more big girls in the video because
Hey, you gotta tell Peyton to put me in more videos. I be trying to get over there.
I look I didn't commented on Clayton's videos so many times and everything because one we both I rival him when it comes down to Power Rangers fandom because I could probably outdo him.
What?
Yeah, because trust me, like when I say I know more about Power Rangers, more about '80s cartoons, '90s cartoons.
I don't know, man. Peyton, that boy.
Well, believe it or not, like for instance, a lot of one of my friends called me the other day and he told me he said, okay, he said I know you hadn't seen Endgame yet. I said no, I hadn't, and so he was like, yeah, I hadn't seen it. I trust me, I've been busy. I've been working on I've been working on the IT project, so I hadn't. Yeah, so I finally. And besides, when I watch a movie, when movies like that, you want to watch all together. So I actually watched Infinity War and then had it continue on to Endgame. So it was like a just continuation. And so he was like, okay, so what do you think? I said, well, I said, the only, my only issue with that was, and that was because Marvel had just bought X Men. In the actual Infinity Wars, they didn't have any of the X Men. And Phoenix, they used Miss Marvel to actually beat up on Thanos, but Miss Marvel wasn't the one that actually slapped him like she did. It was actually Phoenix that actually literally punished him.
Well, I know that there was like a lot of things that they put into the movie.
Right.
Even the whole idea of Thanos being out on that planet when they went to go get him, it wasn't supposed to be those Avengers. It was supposed to be some other people. So I understand
Exactly. And
you
so
guys to make it work.
but see, like he was like, okay, he was like, well, I know you're a huge DC fan. I said, of course. I've always been a DC fan. Look, DC is gonna be. I'm gonna be always DC for life. Cause
I'm
Batman.
a Marvel fan.
Cause DC.
It's dark.
Not only that, but I mean, come on now. You take Tony Stark versus Bat versus Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne would kill
Both of
Tony.
them are egotistical billionaires, and the only difference is that Tony Stark at least has a little bit of light in his personality. And I honestly just believe that Batman is not really a well thought out character.
Well,
Everything that he does is narcissistic, and it's crazy because Tony Stark is such a like arrogant, confident, cocky dude. But really, when you come down to Bruce only does things for himself. That's it.
not necessarily. Not necessarily. Not because see, when Bruce Wayne, okay, you got to think about it. When Bruce Wayne does things, everything that Batman does is calculated. Tony
For
Stark.
himself.
Okay, well, not really. I mean, think about it. Okay,
They're all not his personal vendettas. They're all about how he can stay in power. They're all about how he can have money.
you sound just like you sound just like my best friend. My friend was like, because he likes to pick with me and everything when it comes down to Tony Stark and Bruce Wayne. And I told him, I said, he was like, okay, who would win in a fight, Bruce Wayne or Tony Stark? I said, man, Bruce Wayne would kill Tony Stark all day long. I said, because I said, you take away the toys, take away every weapon they got.
Okay, but that's totally different when I work on that.
you Yeah, see, you doing the same thing that he does.
Tony Stark versus, I mean, Iron Man is Tony Stark, and therefore you can't take away his gadget.
Okay, but if you take away Batman, you take Batman and you take away everything like that. Bruce Wayne still knows every form of martial arts there is.
And he goes out there targeting some of them hand grenades. So that's on
Okay,
him.
okay. You know what? I will give you that. I will give
That
you.
is bulletproof, but it ain't coming up with them sonic rays. Like,
But
get
see,
back.
but see, think about it like this: Batman is a master strategist. Only Batman could think of ways to neutralize every single member of the Justice League in one shot. I mean, come on now. You got to give Batman. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna need you not to make that face no more.
I want you to win, but you ain't gonna win if you look on Bruce's side.
Oh no, 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 no. I mean, but we cracked up laughing. But I do be comment every time Clayton. I told in one of his videos, I left a comment. I said, okay, when you do Sebastian the assassin, lose the bow tie, man.
It's not a bow tie, it's a crown.
No, not the crown on his head. When he does
Oh,
the Sebastian the assassin, he always wears that red bow tie around his clip-on bow tie around his neck.
oh, I honestly, I have so many friends that are creators of art
I know,
with
I know.
all this stuff. And I feel bad because I'm something like, yeah, my character did that. I said,
Oh,
yeah,
but see,
exactly.
I had a friend that lost a bet with me. He's like, okay, you say you Callie's fan. He said, name at least 10 characters she's done. I said, okay. I said, so. I said, there's the ninja girl. I said, there's the Bay Hunter. I said, the geeky girl with the retainer, and I'm like, oh, that one was fun. I,
Yeah, but
I said, the one which you did with where you told the guy you didn't want you he kept asking you to do. He asked you where was his dinner and everything, and you told him no, that's wife material. That's wifey duties and everything.
yeah, with Big John.
Yeah. I told him. I said, let's see. I said, what else? I said she didn't. I said she done done. I named at least 9 characters, and so he was like, you know what? He said you watch a little too much YouTube. I said no, I'm subscribed to a channel. Every time it comes up, I said, I said, I said she's funny.
I'm trying to edit this video and I had to
Oh,
check out
Can I let tell him I love his video, the ICU videos. Those are funny. You
I
need to, you need to be in one of those videos. You need to do one of those videos with him.
I would love to. And it's, but honestly, Ken is like somebody who I really look up to, respect, and I'm like, love him.
I mean,
He's such a great guy.
and Reggie Bull. Oh Lord, Reggie Bull is just a one of my friends screamed out, "Is that a?"
Oh, I'm so sorry you didn't see this.
Oh no, you're fine.
I'm about to say goodbye.
Sorry, y'all. Miss Callie Scott from that was Miss Callie Scott. She is a YouTube celebrity. You can go check out her channel, Callie Scott. She does a lot of funny comedy videos. Definitely want to go check her out. But anyway, other than that, I think I'm gonna end this video here. And I hope y'all have a great evening.